So today we focused on some upper body and then unlocking my hips. And if you kind of want to dig in deeper into what we did.
Yeah, absolutely. So earlier in the week, kind of had some really good lifts, trained a little bit heavier than our normal with one of our colleagues and friends, which was really good. But came in with some tightness in the posterior delt area, looking at posterior capsule stuff. So we put a lot of focus on doing some instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization to that area. We don't want to hold a lot of erythema, a lot of redness in those areas right now. So of course we're out of the zone where we would be doing any cupping or any of that stuff that would hold any kind of bruising to the skin or hold any inflammation. So a lot of just instrument assisting, hands-on, feeling for any kind of tension, trigger points, so we could get those loosened up for her. Took a quick break to go into posing right after. She'll show you a video on that to look at the upper part, making sure her flow was really good. So got that going good. Of course, you know, from an anatomy standpoint, looking at head, shoulders, hips to make sure everything's moving appropriately, which she did very well. Came in for the second part of the session. We focused on lower, a lot of tightness in her hip, glute medial area that we really put a lot of focus on from the posing, having a dominant leg from standing. That was some of the things that was locking her down. And of course, we're being very specific with her with the craft that she's doing, being a couple of weeks out from her show. But as we got that opened up, we really worked on upper glute, glute med, lower glute and hams, and also with her quads to get those things moving and flowing really well. Same as the top, nothing to cause a lot of bruising or redness, just making sure that fascia is moving with the muscle. After that, went straight to posing, where definitely saw it in real time, not having the same kind of tightness, not looking at and she'll show you her pre-pics where the glutes looked like they were off because the pelvis was tight. Really, it was actually coming from her hip. The hip tightness also causing her to have external rotation of her foot. So the best check for that is once we got done, had her stand, feet were in the right place. So we moved up the chain and had her in alignment. So really good session today. Great posing post body work today. We got a plan to link up before she goes to show and I go on vacation. That'll be a good summarization of all the work that, culmination of all the work she's done throughout this prep, from off season coming into prep season. The body work that she's done in conjunction with all of the training that she's been on doing, of course, the nutrition. Really proud of your progress.
Thank you so much.
Really proud of your progress.
Do it without you.
Now it's teamwork, girl.
Yes. Thanks so much.
Go.
4.
Yeah.
So, here we go. And I think it's just because I'm tighter on this side, okay? So, it's like this one, it wants to stay, and I'm trying to keep it more in line.
Okay.
But I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like it needs to be back like this, but then I don't know if
Okay.
there's just something not right.
Okay. We'll get it figured out. Where you get your leg up and then bring across, okay? Because you want this to stretch, okay? So before you're getting ready to warm up, always bring this leg across body because you want to feel that right through here, because that's what's going to be your external rotator that's going to have you tight here. But if this is loose where it needs to be, you'll be in more of a neutral position, okay? So pull across like that, any kind of lift and over, where you can just get that hip stretched out, or either in this situation where you are leaning here. So we're here, and you're letting this leg drop off the bottom, right? And you can kind of get this to where this hip is stretching, okay? So you can do that forward or back, either one. Cool. But you want anything where you can get this part to open up, standing, same thing. If I'm in a standing position, boom. Okay? That's gonna help you to keep all that opened up. But that's gonna also, see how my foot has to be in a neutral position from here? Because if it was here and I'm trying to do it, look.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
Hip's not gonna allow you to do it because of the way the hip is built into the acetabulum here. You're gonna impinge to a point where it's locked. But if you're in a neutral position, your foot's gonna be, and the hip's gonna be able to move, so the foot's gonna be able to do what it needs to do. But if we are too turned out, that's gonna put you in that acetabulum, which means you are locked. And that's gonna affect everything all the way down the chain. Yep.
Okay, cool.
It directly into the area, and it has properties that it gets in there so you can really get to working. So those areas in the back of this shoulder, that's what we're gonna get on and see especially those really hard to get areas. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so what I want to do is let's go out here. Let's go ahead and do some poses with the upper body and work on this like in real time, like while we got you up, and then we'll go to lower body and do the same. Okay, so let's go. Good. So what I'll do is right in here. So just a couple of sections as we go, just to make sure that it feels complete. Come out of it, go right back into it. See how it feels? Boom, and yeah. So see that right there?
Yeah.
Boom, the cap, and then go back. So we're redo that again. Once you watch this right here, that transition right there when you go through. Boom. See that right there? So that's what we want to make sure that you're able to show that through there too. And then when we come back, you'll be able to see all this is gonna open up. Because you see how this is a little bit tight right through here. That's why I want you just to focus on the upper right now. Because when we get through with this area, you'll see this is gonna be so much more easier.
Because this feels so good now.
Yep.
This is like
Yep. And that's why I want you just to kind of see it in the half, like the half part. Let's see how that upper is with this movement, and then when we come to the lower and put it together, it's gonna be really nice.
She was saying to like
Here, you know, when you have to do your pose here, like that. Do that one too. Let's just focus on it from the back. Though. Let's see how the back do it when you do it. Yep.
my feet sag
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they feel, and even I noticed on my squats yesterday too.
Yeah, back looks good. That looks good. Yeah. Okay. And see, we'll fix this up too. So like once we get all this, and what we'll do is, we'll get you flat. We're gonna go ahead and get that mid to low upper glutes, and then we'll really get into the hips. And once we really get into the hammies and the hips, because where the work really needs to be done today is gonna be from here to basically here. Right? That's where we're gonna put the majority of the focus, because right there on that glute, that's where
I can
feel it tight, and that's gonna, especially when you come over. Yep. Look at that foot. See how the foot, how you fighting it? But once we get this to drill, that foot's gonna want to come back in. That's all external rotate right there. Okay. Heat it up a little bit, and then from there we're gonna use the 10 in there. Get that going. So this is where you're gonna feel it right there. Feel how that's tight. So of course you're gonna feel it more on the right, but that's the one that has more external rotation.
Yeah, no, I
right
feel
there.
that just as Ah. Yeah, I could feel that going all the way down my head.
Mm-hmm.
Even in this.
So this is where you look at, we call this the QL, quadratus lumborum. So that's from L1, L4, fans out, side bending, that type of stuff, rotation. Right in there. Posing, right?
Yep.
So that's why this is an area you want to always check too. Especially with all those static holds you have to do.
Yeah. I practice on this and to the guys, I was like, this is harder than it was. Okay, that's what I said.
I love it.
Make it twerk cold.
Yeah, a lot of it too. A lot of it.
I have a pretty sure I have an attachment that's kind of like when it's in the cone. I'll have to try that.
Yep, in there, do that. That's something like you want to always do, especially with the vibrating property in the pinpoint. You can get in there and just really stimulate the muscle really quickly to release. Just like all those something up. What are you talking about the third round interviews?
I would say.
Okay, good.
I think Nicholas said that I did great because it was me hurting him on losing calls.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I had Zane pull for me. I rough estimate from like August to February. I signed up to perfect this. And this one might have 96 in me.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I told him that too with, you know, my stats and stuff.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
you know, using it, so,
That was a lot, yeah.
yeah.
So what we're gonna do now, Hannah, is we're gonna work on low glutes, hammies, okay? Really just drill them, and what we're doing for here is I'm just looking for any kind of adhesions that you may have, and then we'll do a little bit of contract, relax, so we can just make sure everything feels good and free.
Good.
We'll do the same thing, like really just boom, boom, flip you over, do the same thing, quads, boom, boom, and then we're gonna get in the pose, and then from there, we'll work on the posing, seeing if you have any kind of restrictions, anything that you feel like needs to be, you know, enhanced or, you know, lighting versus popping from there.
Cool.
We'll look into that and then drill that, okay?
Sounds good.
With the foot and ankle. So one thing we're gonna remind you, but just can't remind too, though, we'll remind you when we get in front of the mirror is I want you to start your stance by, I want you to start out by looking at your feet.
Okay.
And make sure your feet are planted where they are. Because everything we do becomes habit, right? With repetition. So we've been tight for a while, so repetition is for comfortable for you to be out a little bit, you know, with a little bit of rotation. So I want you to start by looking at your feet to make sure your feet are planted where they're supposed to be. Go into the movement, and then we'll fight against any restrictions, which you shouldn't have any after we get done with this.
Okay,
but if we do feel it, we're gonna get it very quickly because your feet are gonna be in the right position.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
first went
Yep,
over it,
and
now
then
it
it's
feels
just like,
smooth.
yep,
Like, that's
yep.
wild.
You put it in those positions and then work it with the, right angles with the muscle. Okay, yeah, fire. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, relax. Excellent, excellent. Up, all the way, right there. Now from here, I want you just to try to go heel to butt. I want you to do it 5 times. Boom, relax. Again, relax. Again, 3, relax. 2 more. 4, 1 more. 5, excellent. Relax it out. Tight ends are there, so that's what I was checking for right there. So that looks great. That looks great. Again. Excellent. Lift up a little bit. Feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Heck yeah. Very good. Oh, got the evil laugh. We got the evil laugh today. Okay, flex it out. Nice.
I didn't even know why.
Okay, relax. bar and lift. X. Good job. All right. Let's come on up. Get those.
Okay, so that looks better.
Wait.
Which I know I'm not in my. I had shorts on still.
Yeah, but no, but I mean, just look at the movement and just the posture from there. Yeah. That looks good. Yep.
Am I even?
Yep.
Legs even.
Yep,
Legs
yep.
even. Everything's good.
Everything is level. Everything is level. Yep.
Feels good.
Yep. It's all
Sure.
in. All in. Nice. Very good. So that shoulders there. I mean, square. Boom. Knee. Right there at the abdomen. Look at me. Abs popping great. Yeah, I'm with you. You gotta keep that shoulder up, player. They need to see that. Yeah.
Because this just doesn't look as good
No, it's that.
as.
Yeah.
And then just make sure I pop that glute.
Yep. Yep. You even. The foot flexion looks good.
You just keep watching me go.
Yeah. Looks great, man. Looks great.
You just keep watching me go now. You just keep watching.
Walk in the room, yeah, I changed the whole vibe up, yeah. They checking the stats, trying to size up. What? I don't even sweat, got the prize cup. Just follow the leader, it's time to rise up. Let's go. Building the brand, yeah, the stock's never dropping. The beats in my soul, ain't no weight that I'm stopping. They taking my notes while I'm casually topping. The charts, it's a art, see the whole city popping, Word is, this took a decade of grinding. Word is, I